Julius Randle has just got me in an absolute whirlwind. What is this guy? Is he a star, superstar, all-star? I don't know. But anyway, he's just confusing the hell out of me because obviously he started so slow, but then he has games against the Hornets. He had 25 points, 20 rebounds, and I feel like overall, Julius Randle, what I'm trying to say is if he does the little things like rebound, play defense, without all the scoring, he's aggressive on the glass. He's like the perfect player in my eyes that you would want on your team. But he's just a bit of a laughingstock sometimes. Like, he doesn't really want to rebound, doesn't want to play defense, wants to take those weird spin fadeaway mid-ranges like he's Kobe. And obviously, yes, he is a tough shot maker, but sometimes he kills the flow of the offense. But then at the same time, he can win you a ball game. So it's like, I just don't know what to make out of him. Like, what is Julius Randle at this current point in time? And like, yeah, the Knicks are playing well. I think they're 10-6, 10-5, but
he's another player like D'Lo that we just mentioned who is too much of a yo-yo player with his consistency. He has all NBA first team potential at times with the way he plays. Last year he dropped the 57-point game and, it was lights out. But I think he settles sometimes for too many threes. With a guy with that much athleticism, with, that much size and strength, for a guy to be settling and to becoming 2-3 point happy, I think it just takes away from his own game, and hence why his efficiency goes down because he's taken almost dumb shots from the arc. They're not even wide open ones. They're like contested step backs.
Literally spin fadeaways.
Yeah, he's not Luka. You know what I mean? Like Luka's the opposite. I'd much rather Luka doing a step back three, tough shot creation than a guy like Julius Randle who, like I said, who's got that physical stature and that, physical advantage against a lot of players in this league. So at the end of the day, as long as, like I said, if he's the kind of player that can bridge the gap between his best and worst basketball and, have that same mindset night in, night out, he's going to be a big asset to the Knicks. But then if he doesn't pull his head in, if he doesn't, like I said, start to play the right way and the way we know Julius Randle can play, it's going to be a detriment to them. And I think it might possibly be time to part ways with them. But we'll just have to see how things play out with what the Knicks want to do and how their next few games go in terms of the consistency and, if they can get wins on the board and start to put it together, then I think Julius Randle may be safe, but I think it's do or die this season. And if they don't have any playoff success or if they don't get any further than they did last season, you might look at Julius Randle as being out the door of Madison Square Garden.
Yes, definitely a weird one because basically I 100% agree with where you were heading because to me, Randle is like he's like Zion. He should be like Zion. He should be attacking the glass, scoring in the paint, not shooting 40% from the field. There's no way on earth. Why is Julius Randle shooting 40% from the field when he can score that well in the paint at such a high level with those floaters, with those, close mid-range shots, not those in the post fadeaways, deep threes. Like, that's not who Randle is, and that's not what he should aspire to be. If you just stick to your game, originally out of Kentucky, at the Lakers early days, at New Orleans, even obviously his career years at the Knicks, you can dominate every single night. But there's no reason why Randle should have games where he is struggling. There's just no way. So, yeah, we had to address this.
I just think it like I said, it just comes down to shot creation, and that's not and shot selection. It's nothing to do with Julius Randle and saying we can't take 3-pointers.
IQ player.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not that he can't take threes, and we're not saying like don't take 3-pointers at all, because that the whole point of today's NBA is to stretch the floor out, stretch the defense, obviously make him guard you higher up the court, which obviously increases the spacing. But at the same time, there's a difference between taking 10 or 11 threes, like your Curry or Halliburton, etc., or you're a guy like or taking 2 threes, 3 threes, making all of them when they're open, when they're on. You know what I mean? So I think that's the difference between him being at his best and his worst. But like I said, I think he's a really great player, and I don't want to take away from that. I don't want to sound like we're slandering Julius Randle, but I just think he's the key to them having success come playoff time, because we know what to expect from Jalen Brunson. We know what to expect from the other guys on that roster who play their role, and Mitchell Robinson out there rebounding like an animal. Same with Isaiah Hartenstein, Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes, those kind of players. I think, we know what to expect from them as role players, but Julius Randle as that second star, or as that almost first option to Jalen Brunson, even though we know that Jalen Brunson's now the first option officially. he needs to do better. So, yeah, hopefully he turns the corner and see what happens with the Knicks going forward.